Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smiths in the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and we're getting a little bit of a smackdown here. If we go to the SPY, you're going to see this. So we're coming to exhaustion, which means it's the end of the month, right? And it's the end of the week, obviously. It's a Friday. So we want to see how we're closing out this month. Coming into next month, what are we closest to doing? So if you go here to the lower middle, right? We just go red on the month. Still not near taking out either side, but getting closer to taking out the low here, right? That's something I'd want to know about because you're coming back into this weekly upper middle, right? Here, and you can see gradually is held about into here, right? But now you close. Depending on how we close here, if we close near the lows, we're closer to taking this out and coming back through. And if we do, then we can take this on the month. Something I definitely want to know about. So here, if you go upper left, right? Here's the broadening formation we've been watching, back and forth, right? And then here's how you watch for the corrective activity, right? Gap down. This is a 2 down to wipe them all out. Then yesterday tried to rally back 2 up, but back into the range, right? And then boom, the 2-2 reversal back down here to create these two to be an outside bar of all this, right? So what you can see now from this here on the 2 days ago, and then the higher high and now the lower low, that gives you another broadening formation on the 60 right here. Now we got a new 60. So the question is, can you continue to expand this, or does this broadening formation hold and start to go back up? Right now, still in a whole bunch of trouble. A lot of things selling off. So if we go to QQQ. Now QQQ looking to go outside weak. SPY already did it. Qs haven't done it yet. All right. So you see this here yesterday. Slight higher high, the killer, and then back down shooter, boom, these become an outside bar of all that, you see? Okay, so here, by slightly, this looks like this now, here. Oops, let's get a line going, buddy. Right now, they're continuing the selling, right? So what you want to be aware of, I talk about all the time, is the flips, the new hour. Are the sellers still there that have been there? Right now, they are, as far as we can tell. If this 60 stays red, the sellers are there. We can look for this to expand. And not the end of the world for the Qs, as you can see this monthly here in the lower middle. Dead in the middle, right? It opened at 315.11. It's trading 315.35. So slightly positive by 20 cents. So as bloody as it might look out there, the Qs still looking to go outside weak, but on the month, nowhere near taking out either side. We need to take out either side of this to get any significant move, and we're nowhere near it. We go to the Dow Jones Diamonds here, and you can see this is a little bit more concerning, all right? Once again, that same pattern, right? And so when the futures are moving around, a lot of things are going to look the same. Upper left, 2 down by taking out the low, take out the high, and then bam, right here, these two become an outside bar of all that. Were we looking for this? We certainly were. So the problem here is that the diamonds now are closer to taking out this month's lows next month. That's something that would concern me. If we go to small cappers nowhere near taking out that month. That's good. You do have an outside week, right? And that's going to give you the slight higher high in the daily, slight lower low. There's your upper level broadening formation. Okay, selling subsiding just a tad, but they're not really buying these things just yet. Of course, we've been watching all the Wall Street bets stocks and stuff all week, and so you've seen GameStop. Looks like the seller's selling is accelerating here a little bit. So GameStop opening is an inside day here, big outside inside day, and one of the things you're looking for here is to see if it can get out of this range. One of the things you'll have is gigantic premium that's getting sucked out of this thing. So the big theta burn in here. So if you can get any major signal like on a 60 or a 30 later in the day, you can go the other way on the options and take that stuff off. Also watching the AMC with these guys. And AMC, still an inside day here, right? And you can see just on the lower left, just went inside 60 up a little bit. But now it's getting caught up in a little bit of this selling malaise. So we'll keep an eye on those. They've also been talking about silver here, so we might keep an eye on that. But we don't have to be the first ones in. We know when they start running what to do. So we're starting to lose some of the upsiders here. But we did have Qdl. A lot of this stuff probably backing off now. Yeah, inside bar on the 60. So you can see this on the daily. Backs all the way off. If we go to FLGT, because we really want to get to the selling part of this because that's what's going on really. FLGT Still hanging near the highs, green on all time frames. KOSS was an earlier squeezer play. And here's starting to come in. Still an inside day, but a lot of these big ranges. If you go to lower middle, see this. Here was really nice. The inside 30 right here. And that took that out at 66.57 and jammed all the way up to 105. So real nice stuff in there. NVAX, with the vaccine news now coming in a little bit. Had a nice run from the opening. Remember, here, we call this Momo Hammer, right? Comes down. Anybody short, that's a profit taken. But anybody got short in here, boom, met real natural buyers here above this 200, and then the next half an hour went to 219.75. Real nice stuff. Still losing these Qs going to the lows, looking for an outside week there. Fizz was coming in now, but Fizz is one of them squeezer stocks. But now succumbing to the ways of the market just a bit. How about VXRT? And VXRT having a nice inside day to the upside. So you can see this unscathed. So these are the kind of things you want to look for when the market stabilizes. Should it do that? Little guy MGI here. MGI now coming back in with these guys. So we'll see. Like I said, a lot of these longs starting to come in now. In an hour, if you can take this out, whatever the highs of this is, that would get my attention. If we go to Cat B. And Cat B now stuck in this mother bar 60. You see nice green bar percentage gainer. So we'll see if that lines up again. Q's going to the lows as I speak. I had a little guy here, Trib, just pop up. We'll see if that's Trib, Trib. And so we had some news in there. Okay, so let's get more fun. Downside, we've got IRCT or IRTC getting waxed, and right now going inside down on the 60 here. Just getting absolutely clobbered. And that was a real nice one if you could find your way in during this. But right now, you're going inside 60 down, trying to give us measured move and puke. Q's going to the lows, SPY going to the lows. You're also losing big boy Apple. That always spooks them. That always spooks them. So Apple, you can see here in the upper middle, like so. Setting up that outside week like the Qs, right? And even if it doesn't make it could make it on Monday and be a compound 3 outside, and you're getting closer to the lows of the month off the highs. Bright red on the day, that always gets my attention, going to the lows as I speak. Let's go to Facebook. Facebook, looking to go outside week here. You can see how all of these things are starting to look similar. And as it starts to break, we're running out of month, but here, inside month to the downside coming back through here, and here is the real key level. This is the low of the quarter, right? And that's still going to be good for the next 2 months, below 254.82. You're not there right now, but that's a number you're going to want to know about if they keep hitting this thing. Q's to the lows. We also had SWKS have earnings, and SWKS gaps up, right? But then here, this is a 2 up on the 60. And then 2 down, 2-2 reversal here. Below 175.20, plate 168.82, and still going. That tells us to look at more semis. LRCX. Right now, they've hitting them Apple II lows. LRCX, because we knew here. See this? Shooting star 2-2 reversal on the week. Do we know about that? Yes. And then you look at this cratering. Real nice stuff there going. 3 days goes 540 down to 484. This thing's real nice. And then here's what you look for in the 60. We call this triangle the ad. They come up, 2 down, 2 up reversal, 2 up continuation, 2 up, boom, the 2-2 reversal, and back down through she goes. That's what you look for. You wait for that corrective activity, and then you slam it thusly. We'll see if that sets up again for you. EHTH. EHTH having some problems here too. And if you go to the middle, lower, you're going to see that inside month goes up, and then boom, as soon as this thing turns red, you're going to get an outside bar. Pivot machine gun against these guys. Anybody who's stopped against that, gone. All right, so we'll see if that sets up. I'm just stalling near the lows. My new low list is rolling along here. So you've got IDCC. And IDCC here. Inside day, right? It's one of the things you want to look for here. See this inside day? Then an outside day, then an inside day. Right? So 1, 3, 1, 2. right? The inside day break. And the reason that's important is because they had an equilibrium here, meet up here. They were willing to pay up and sell down, and then they met back in the middle again and said, okay, now the real move. Boom. That's something you definitely want to look for if you go to the weekly. You're going to see this, the 2 up, 2 down reversal here below that, 65.54, still good. We'll see if that sets up again. Some of these things got slammed right at the chute and are just staying down corpse style, but we'll see. If we go to BAH, and BAH, you can see the outside weak, just getting slammed, now just kind of sitting here. But now you're going to see that potential 60 just like the other one. Here, inside, outside, and then if we can get this thing to go inside in the next hour, real move. Right now, they're coming after the Teslers. Tesla starting to expand out of here. Once inside weak, takes out one side, now ripping back through. The good thing for Tesla on the monthly, nowhere near taking this out. Doesn't mean you can have a little bit of pain, but at the end of today, what we'll be doing for the broadening formation in Tesla, there's your higher high, and wherever this thing closes, drawing back to this thing. That's going to be your upper level broadening formation in Teslers. If we go to Whirlpool, okay, well, Trib goes to the highs. Whirlpool, and here you can see in that weekly, this broadening formation here, we've been talking about this one for a while, right? So as soon as that went red here on the week, we're looking to be an outside bar of this, and maybe worse. Here was the RevStrat day. We talked about this all week. Inside day, upper left, goes up, there's your 212, and then boom, there's your RevStrat 1, 2, 2 that reverses this inside bar. Stops are here, 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 wipe them all out. Now we'll see if it's going to be weak enough to come in next week and continue that and come down through here. And if we go to Dollar General, and Dollar General here, it's taking out last month's lows, taking out last week's lows. And then this is something we call the Momo shooter here, right? Any short covering up in here, and anybody tried to bottom pick it, their stop's going right here. And since it's red on all time frames, now you're going to meet with some real sellers and stops here. Boom, gone. We'll see if that sets up again for you. Here's once again that outside 60, inside 60 in the lower left, right here. If we go to McKesson. And McKesson, another inside day to the downside here in the upper left, right? And then if you go to the weekly, you're going to see the 2 up, boom, 2-2 reversal weekly coming back through. And the reason that's important is this is an outside bar, right? Unless you get a reversal, you can go take this out. Below 170.50 would be the target on that. Go to Dow Jones, another one we've been watching. This was in the video last night, Triple M, right? Triple M, the inside day, right up in here, the 2-1-2 reversal back down. So that's still working. We'll see if that sets up again. Let me see how's this selling doing. All right, trying to get inside fivers. 5 minutes on the Qs and the SPY to try and stabilize somewhat, but still getting slammed. If we go to some of the retail here, you've got Walmart here, taking out last week's lows, going after last month's lows, so having some problems here, trying to stabilize here. You did have your inside day to the downside, Costco. And Costco here, slight inside day, not really going down. Really kind of focusing here on these SMHers, because here's that SMH 2-2 reversal, right? And the good thing is, like, when you can see all this, right, and then you see on this 60, the slight higher high, but no lower low yet, this is what we're looking to take out, this thing down here. Tesla getting hit. You've got SWKS still going here. Fill the gap, foo. Do it. You've got now NOW. NOW, the 2-2 reversal day. And the good thing is, didn't gap, right? Takes out this high, and then boom, as soon as it takes out this low, that's a 2-2 reversal here. Below 542.86, trading 531, not bad. If we go to Lilly, and Lilly here on the opening 60, you can see this goes up, and then boom, 2-2 reversal right back through, which gives you the inside day and then the outside day. And when this thing goes red and this thing triggers here, boom, you're short, and you're going to get that outside day. Looks like I'm running out of time again. That's always happening. You might keep an eye on some XLPs here because of the outside inside day down, so you might want to keep an eye on that. We're going to see if this thing stabilizes. So I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith of the Smith in the Black Channel here, Ticker Talker, the Strat Time Report.